What do you get when you have two YouTubers on Skype just trying to find a battle and have no one else to find a battle with? Well, you got me and you got JohnOrigins putting a bunch of stupid NU Pokemon together and my Scarf Clawitzer, which is absolutely horrible. Guys, please don't use Scarf Clawitzer. I'm begging you, please. Just don't do it. But anyway, so looking at the teams here, I'm just going to get into this real quick. I got that Gramble because I want to try a Sub-Punch Gramble that I actually managed to transfer over from my Black and White 2 without having to remake it via stuff and things. Then I have a Specs Altaria, which I also got from my Black and White 2. I got my Superior and Zebstrika. Zebstrika I bred myself. The Superior I also bred myself. And then on John's side of the field, he's got Mizorical himself, that big old Seismitoad. He's got a Swaggy, he's got a Relicanth and Exeggutor. He's got NU threats all around. Even the Mightyana's kind of an NU threat. But I'm going to see what happens because this was a good battle, and throwing just stupid stuff together always results in a fun time. So I'm going to play this back now. I hope you guys enjoy. And to the few new subscribers that subscribe because of my Kangas game submission, thank you. Hope you enjoy my channel, and let's get rolling with it. So I'm going to lead with Nice On. And this was one of the first Pokemon I actually made, and I'm still attempting to use it. I need to make a new Clawitzer. So he's going to go into Exeggutor, expecting me to go for a Water Pulse or some shenanigans like that. I'm going to go for a U-turn here. And that is 4 times effective, does about half, which, considering just a timid Clawitzer, I really don't care. I'm just getting switch initiative here. I'm going to go into Altaria, and I know a Specs Altaria can take out this Exeggutor from that range with the Dragon Pulse, because it's Specs Altaria, Modest, all that shebang. And John didn't know that it was an offensive spread, so I guess that's why he stayed in. Either that or he just didn't want anything to take a Draco Meteor or Dragon Pulse or whatever it was. So I'm going to switch into Gramble because I know it's a really good check to his Mightyena in any case, because the Intimidate not only lowers his attack, but my Fairy typing, which is newly acquired obviously, is going to sponge the Dark type hits very well, and Gramble takes that Ice Fang extremely well. And with the leftovers, it brings me back up to like 90%, so that did nothing. What I'm going to do actually is end up setting up a substitute, because if you guys remember this Granbull from any of my 5th gen games where I brought a Granbull, which is probably like 2 of them, this is a sub-punch set. So once again, I'm going to sub, then punch, because why not? And this Seismitoad's going to go for the Earth Power. Pretty obviously going to break my sub because I'm pretty sure this is like an offensive tanky set, I think. I don't remember Mizorical's spread because I don't follow what spreads John runs, because I'm not exactly the smartest person in the world. But anywho, the Sucker Punch, not the Sucker Punch, the Focus Punch does over half. And with lefties, I'm very confident that another one can KO it, but I know that he's not going to switch out or do anything of the sort. So what I'm going to do is stay in and go for the Play Rough. Mizorcal goes for the Hydro Pump, brings me down to 11. But luckily, Gramble's hard body takes the Hydro Pump and is able to knock it out with a Play Rough from half. So that is a great, great thing right there. Gramble gets a kill. But now John's going to be able to go into his Mightyena. I know what he wants to do. I know he wants to go for Ice Fang or whatever the case may be to take me out in order to get the Moxie Boost. I'm not going to let that happen. And I'm going to go into Clawitzer now. And John's just going to go for the Crunch, and he gets a crit. And I live on 1 HP. But because Sucker Punch is unfortunately a thing, I wanted to switch out predicting this, but I didn't at the same time because I really had nothing to take on Mightyena that well except for my Gramble. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into my Superior, because I know this thing has some good defenses, and with the Reflect up, I would be able to take these hits even after +1 with relative ease. So that, and I'm going to be able to go for a Dragon Tail and be able to phase him out when I get the chance. So look at that. That Crunch, that was a +1 Crunch after the Reflect. So Superior's looking in pretty good shape. John's going to go for the Ice Fang. It does a little more than I would have liked, but luckily I got the screen up. But John, being John, manages to hacks me. He gets the flinch. as I go for the Dragon Tail. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Glare here, hoping for a little bit of hacks myself. And I actually do get it. I do get the full paralysis, which is payback for that flinch, John. Oh my goodness. Only John gets those kinds of things. And he goes for another Ice Fang. I know because Reflect's up and from the prior damage, I'm able to take that one. Luckily for me. But hopefully he doesn't flinch me again. I go for the Dragon Tail. Thank the Lord he didn't flinch me again. Otherwise, I would have been pretty salty. But he's going to go into Scraggy here. And I'm pretty confident. I think I'd stay in here. I don't even remember what happened. It's so unprofessional. Oh, yeah. I think this thing has Moxie, too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Gramble here because Fairy is 4 times effective against these dark fighting types, which normally is a pretty good typing. But, you know, Fairy typing kind of shut it down, that and Pangoro. Oh my goodness. But anyway, I'm going to come in. He's going to go for a bulk up. So actually, I was wrong. He's not the Dragon Dance Moxie variant. He is the bulky Violate set. So I'm not sure what the speed tiers are in terms of Gramble versus Scraggy. So I believe I stay in and go for a play rough. And John makes a good move. Brings in Mightyena as death fodder. He knows he's not going to be accomplishing much with that. So he's going to let that go down. And Gramble's looking pretty good because he's getting some leftovers recovery. It's a she, it's a girl. And John's going to go into Electros here. And once again, I'm very unfamiliar with these speed tiers. So what I'm going to do is going to go into Zebstrika. He goes for a Flamethrower, which was a good move on his part because, I mean, Zebstrika coming in was fairly obvious. But, I mean, whatever. I'm going to go for a Flame Charge here. This is an Adamant Flame Charge Zebstrika thing. I'm trying once. I know Zebstrika sucks. But that's the point of using stupid stuff. I'm going to go for a Wild Charge. Does a decent amount considering that was a resisted hit. I know Electros is fairly bulky. So I consider that good damage. But Zebstrika goes down because of the recoil. No biggie. Because I'm going to be able to switch into Altaria and be able to drop a Dragon Pulse on whatever it wants. So that's going to be the case. Electros goes down to the Dragon Pulse. So Altaria gets 2 KOs this match. I believe it might even get a third one. I don't remember. But I don't want this Relicanth going straight for a head smash. So what I'm going to do is going to sack off Superior here. And that's exactly what he does. But he ends up missing. I don't know if that's really lucky on my part because this could be a Rock Polish Relicanth and that would have been like the suck because Relicanth is scary. In NU, Relicanth is very scary. I remember I tried it in 5th gen and I had a Rock Polish Relicanth head smash Waterfall and Earthquake. That's a move. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Glare on the Scraggy here. Because I really kind of want to sack off Superior because I feel like it doesn't have much use. Instead of the Reflect, did what it needed to, but that Drain Punch from that Scraggy did pitiful damage. So I'm going to be able to phase a couple of things out, maybe once or twice, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out, go to Altaria because I know I can take this thing out with at least a move or two. He goes for a good move, goes for the Crunch here to go for the, what's it called, the neutral hit on both, like the middle road move, if you will. But he ends up landing a crit through the screen, which kind of sucks, but it doesn't really matter too much in the long run. I am going to go for a Specs Draco Meteor. I ended up getting a critical hit, and I'm guessing this is a fully specially defensive Scraggy by the way he took that so well, that was a critical hit. So I'm going to go for another one because I know he can't KO me with any one move, because he doesn't seem to have Ice Punch. And luckily for me, the -2 Draco Meteor, well, -1 with Specs, blah. He takes it out, and Altaria gets a 3rd KO. So, way to go, Altaria. You did your job. And I'm just going to drop another one because I don't want to switch out. I don't want anything taking a head smash. And I think Superior can at least set up another screen. But I managed to get another critical hit. So, yeah, Altaria getting 4 KOs this match. So that was a pretty fun game. I know it was a relatively short one because Altaria did some work. But honestly, if it weren't for Altaria getting a couple crits, I would have been in a worse situation. I probably would have had to resort to using my Behem. I really wanted to use my Behem, but hey, battle's the battle is the battle. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, Smash Bros. Pro 33, signing out.